Hey there! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the secrets of success with a special analysis of Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Get ready to unlock your potential and uncover the proven strategies for wealth and success. If you're ready to shift your mindset and achieve your goals, you're in the right place. Leave me a like, click the subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Without further ado, let's dive right in. Chapter 1. Introduction. When Napoleon Hill was still a boy, Andrew Carnegie revealed a secret to him, the same secret that had helped 500 wealthy men amass their fortunes. Hill spent 20 years researching and discovered that success could be achieved in any profession or career, and even without formal education, anyone could become wealthy. The author's goal is to share this secret with you. So how did these 500 wealthy men achieve their success? The secret can only be understood by those who are ready. Those who applied it found their path to wealth, but it takes effort. In this book, you'll learn exactly what you need to do, how to do it, and where to begin. Anyone can uncover this secret. Success belongs to those who put it into practice. Each chapter introduces 13 steps toward wealth as recommended by Napoleon Hill, steps anyone can follow toward personal achievement. Whether you're aiming for money, fame, happiness, or peace of mind, you'll learn directly from the wealthy as you explore these 13 steps. Be ready to uncover the secret and take action. It could change your life. Napoleon Hill gives us a clue to the secret. All achievement and all earned riches begin with an idea. Chapter 2. Desire. When you truly desire something, your desire will become a reality. Constantly focusing on your desire will lead you to discover the ways to achieve it. There's a concept known as money consciousness, having a strong desire for wealth. It's a mindset where you already envision yourself as wealthy. If you cultivate money consciousness, financial success is within reach. Here are the 6 steps to developing money consciousness. First, define the exact amount of money you want to acquire. It's not enough to just wish for wealth. You must have a specific goal. Second, determine what you're willing to give in exchange for that wealth. Nothing comes without a cost. Third, set a clear date when you expect to have that amount of money. Fourth, create a detailed plan on how to acquire it and act on it immediately. Fifth, write down a concrete statement of your goal, from the exact amount of money to your plan date and strategy. Finally, recite your statement twice a day. If you truly have the burning desire for wealth, following these steps will feel natural, and you'll start believing you already have the money. Repetition will cement your money consciousness. Remember, the greatest accomplishments were once just dreams. Chapter 3. Faith. There's a force in the universe that pulls us toward what we believe in. When positive thoughts dominate our mind, good things happen to us. When we focus on negativity, we attract misfortune. There's no such thing as bad luck. It all depends on what you believe. Some people believe they're destined to fail. Others think they're destined to remain poor. If you feel powerless in your situation, you're essentially creating your own misfortune. What you fill your mind with becomes your reality. If you feed your mind with fear and doubt, you're limiting your own potential. To become money conscious, you need faith. You must truly see, feel, and believe that you are wealthy. If you repeatedly tell yourself you're poor, that becomes your truth. You become what you believe. The thoughts you entertain shape your reality, so you can choose between wealth or poverty. Believe that wealth is possible for you, and your faith will remove the barriers to success. Chapter 4. Auto-suggestion. Our subconscious mind is like a fertile garden. It will grow whatever we plant in it, whether weeds or flowers. Auto-suggestion, or self-suggestion, is the tool we use to control the growth of these thoughts. We have the power to choose which thoughts we allow to take root in our subconscious. The subconscious mind is what turns thoughts into reality, and we can only access it through auto-suggestion. Therefore, It's crucial to fill our conscious mind with positive, empowering thoughts. Failure occurs when we neglect this control. Repeat your goals to yourself daily, and make your desires into habits. By doing so, you'll be drawn toward the actions that will lead to your success. See yourself already living the life you want, and the plan for achieving your goal will unfold in your subconscious. Practice auto-suggestion so that the right plan will emerge. Don't get discouraged. Remember, you can't get something for nothing. Start planting the right seeds in your garden today. Henry Ford didn't have formal schooling, but he was highly knowledgeable about automobiles. During the war, he filed a lawsuit against a Chicago newspaper that had accused him of being an ignorant pacifist. At the trial, the lawyers tried to prove his ignorance by bombarding him with questions. Ford grew tired of the offensive questioning and responded, "I can summon men who can answer any question I wish to ask. So, kindly tell me why I should fill my mind with general knowledge to answer questions when I have men around me who can provide any knowledge I need." His response stunned the courtroom. What Ford had was specialized knowledge, unlike general knowledge. It was focused, organized, and directed towards a clear goal, which is why individuals without formal education can still find success. The general knowledge we learn in school has no value unless it can be applied practically. If you have a specific interest, you can pursue training or short courses to gain specialized knowledge that can be directly applied, even in business. Learning doesn't stop at school, and even if you have a family or a full-time job, you can still acquire specialized knowledge. The benefit of specialized knowledge is that it allows you to focus on what truly interests you and build on your strengths. Employers don't only hire based on qualifications but also on personality, valuing how you interact with others and handle situations. A successful person may lack formal education but will never lack personality or ambition. Remember, a person who stops learning once they finish school is doomed to mediocrity in whatever they do. Success is a lifelong pursuit of knowledge. Chapter 6. Imagination. A long time ago, an old country doctor visited a drugstore and told the young clerk about his old kettle and wooden paddle. The clerk bought them for $500, which was all he had. The doctor handed him a small piece of paper with a magic formula written on it. The doctor left happily with his $500, able to pay his debts and enjoy his freedom. The kettle, paddle, and piece of paper meant nothing to the doctor, but to the clerk, they were worth his life savings. He started mixing the ingredients from the magic formula, and what flowed out of the kettle was gold. The kettle employed millions of people, helped prosper the sugar industry, and transformed a small southern city into a business hub. That old kettle was the foundation of Coca-Cola, and the young clerk was Asa Candler. But the real secret to Coca-Cola's success wasn't in the piece of paper. It was in Asa Candler's imagination. Desire needs imagination to become reality. The obstacles to success are in your mind. Use your imagination. Coca-Cola began with an idea, and everything we use today, from gadgets to social media, started with an idea. Many people wait for a big break, but success is not about luck. An idea must survive criticism, defeat, disappointment, and discouragement. It must be partnered with desire, purpose, determination, and persistence. You must bring your idea to life, and only then will it be strong enough to face any challenge. Chapter 7. Organized planning. To succeed, you must have a clear, definite plan. Surround yourself with people who will help you create and execute that plan. Remember, no one is an island. It's natural to compensate others for their cooperation. Meet with your team frequently to ensure the plan's effectiveness and to prevent failure. Good working relationships within the group are essential, as no single person possesses all the knowledge, experience, and ability needed for success. Cooperation and harmony with others are vital. Before executing your plan, get approval from all involved. If your plan fails, come up with another one, and don't give up until you find one that works. Thomas Edison needed 10,000 attempts to create the perfect light bulb. He failed repeatedly before becoming the great inventor we know today. A quitter never wins, and a winner never quits. Those who quit lack the persistence to try again, but winners keep creating new plans until they succeed. Failure simply means your plan needs to be revised. If Edison had quit after his first failure, he may never have been known as we know him today. Reflect on your past failures. What could you have done better? Form a new plan, and keep working toward success. Chapter 8. Decision. Ford's Model T was once called the world's ugliest car. His advisors urged him to change its design, but Ford stood firm in his decision to continue manufacturing the Model T. He eventually modified the car's design, but by then, the Model T had already made him a fortune. Henry Ford was known for making firm, quick decisions, an outstanding trait of successful people. Indecision only leads to failure and poverty. Making quick decisions allows you to act fast, while procrastination costs you money and opportunities. Ford didn't listen to those criticizing the Model T because he believed in his own vision. Wealthy men make decisions quickly but change them slowly. They are not easily swayed by others' opinions, which are the cheapest commodity on earth. Everyone has opinions ready to offer, but these won't help you succeed. Often, these opinions are intended to discourage or ridicule you, even when they come from family or friends. Seek advice only from your mastermind group, those in harmony with your goals. You have a brain of your own. If you have a burning desire to succeed, trust your own instincts. Making good decisions means knowing exactly what you want. The world makes room for those who are clear about their direction. Successful people know where they are headed, and they generally get there. Chapter 9. Persistence. Be persistent, no matter how slowly progress seems at first. With persistence, success will come. To be persistent, you must first establish your purpose, what you want to achieve and what drives you. You need strong motivation and trust in your abilities. Create a clear plan and maintain good relationships with those who can support you. Stay focused on your plan and ignore your fears. Without persistence, you'll be defeated before you even start. With persistence, you will win. Many people wait for the big break in their lives, a dream job or a great business opportunity, but they become disappointed when it doesn't come. Breakthroughs are the result of effort, not luck. By organizing a plan and being persistent, you pave the way for those big breaks. Some people may have strong desires and precise plans for success, but they fail because they give up too easily after encountering setbacks. Defeat is only temporary. The answer is persistence. Sometimes, it feels like there's a hidden force testing people with challenges. But if persistence becomes a habit, you will overcome defeat and ultimately succeed. Keep pushing forward, and you will reach victory in whatever you pursue. Chapter 10. The Power of the Mastermind. There's a saying that knowledge is power, but knowledge alone cannot create wealth. Knowledge becomes power only when it is organized and directed toward a specific goal. The mastermind is a group of individuals who can enhance your knowledge and, thus, your power. These are people who share the same desires and goals as you. Think of it like a set of electric batteries. One battery might only provide a small amount of energy, but when combined with others, the energy becomes greater and more enduring. A mastermind group can help you become more powerful and assist in overcoming your weaknesses. Before Henry Ford became successful, he was poor, uneducated, and illiterate. However, he surrounded himself with 50 trusted men in the business world and befriended Thomas Edison. Ford cultivated harmony and cooperation with these great minds, which played a key role in his rise to power. With the support and alliances from his mastermind group, Ford overcame poverty and ignorance, mastered literacy and intelligence in just 10 years, and became the wealthiest man in his country after 25 years. A mastermind group provides both economic and psychic advantages. No two minds come together without creating a third, invisible, intangible power, the third mind that amplifies the individual's power. When there is a strong working relationship within a group, much more can be achieved than any one person could manage alone. With the combined power of the group, great accomplishments are possible. Chapter 11. The Mystery of Sex Transmutation. Transmutation refers to the process of changing energy from one form to another. Sex is one of the strongest drives for men, and transmuting that energy means channeling it into more productive outlets. Sexual energy, when controlled, can become a powerful force for creativity and success. Sex is a natural part of human life and cannot be eliminated, but left unchecked, it can be destructive. Through willpower, however, sex energy can be used to achieve great things. Successful musicians, lawyers, artists, and businessmen have harnessed their sexual energy. There are various mental stimuli, such as alcohol, drugs, and fear, but of all these, sex is the strongest. Men who fail to transmute sexual energy often end up in poverty and crime, while those who do harness it become geniuses. A genius is like a pilot who has soared above obstacles like mountains or trees, basic needs like food and sex. By overcoming these basic desires, the genius frees himself to fully utilize his creative imagination. This creative imagination is the sixth sense, and the more it is used, the better it becomes. Through the practice of creative imagination, successful people grow wiser and more productive. Studies show that successful men often have strong sexual energy, which they channel into their creative work. Songs, poems, and novels often arise from love and sex, while charisma and confidence can also stem from sexual appeal. Just like artists and entrepreneurs, you can tap into your creative imagination by redirecting your sexual energy. By doing so, you can achieve greater success in your career and build wealth. Chapter 12. The Subconscious Mind. Although we do not have direct control over our subconscious, it governs our desires, emotions, and decisions. What we can control is what we feed into our conscious mind. By filling it with positive thoughts, we can gradually implant these ideas into our subconscious, leading to success. To improve your subconscious, focus on thoughts of desire, faith, love, sex, enthusiasm, romance, and hope. Avoid negative thoughts like fear, jealousy, hatred, revenge, greed, superstition, and anger, as these will only lead to poverty and failure. Your personal plan to succeed already exists within you. It is locked in your subconscious. Negative thoughts block access to that plan, but by filling your mind with positive thoughts, you will unlock the path to wealth. Practice positive thinking daily and make a habit of focusing on love, enthusiasm, and hope while letting go of negativity. This consistent practice will align your subconscious with your goals and guide you to success. Chapter 13. The Brain. The human brain is an incredibly powerful tool. It functions as both a sending and receiving device, and the power of thought plays a major role in achieving success. Every step in the 13 principles, from desire to imagination to persistence, starts with thought. The brain contains 10 to 14 billion nerve cells in the cerebral cortex, all arranged in an organized manner, which allows us to function not only physically but mentally and emotionally as well. It is true that we can think and grow rich by planting positive thoughts in our brains to attract good opportunities. We can transform our desires into actual plans and actions. We can make quick decisions and choose not to quit when faced with failure. We can also redirect our sexual energy into creative outlets. All of these changes happen within our brains. By stimulating and practicing mental exercises, you can increase your knowledge and potential for success. You can also learn from others' minds. Mental telepathy, in a way, can happen when you collaborate closely with your mastermind group, sharing and creating ideas as though you are all operating with one mind. Always keep your brain active by stimulating it with new ideas, applying what you've learned, and making these practices habitual. By revisiting the principles and repeating statements that make you money conscious, you are setting yourself on the path to financial success. Chapter 14. The Sixth Sense. The final step in the 13 Principles to Riches is the sixth sense. You cannot truly master the sixth sense without first mastering the other 12 steps. The sixth sense is part of our subconscious mind, working through our creative imagination. It links us to the infinite intelligence of the world. At times, we experience sudden flashes of insight or gut feelings. These are moments when our sixth sense is at work. Accessing this sense requires intense concentration. Great minds, such as Thomas Edison, Abraham Lincoln, and Muhammad, have all mastered their sixth sense and achieved remarkable things through their intuition. The sixth sense connects both our mental and spiritual states, acting as a bridge between our minds and the infinite intelligence. This power not only helps us generate ideas but also alerts us to danger through intuitive hunches. Infinite intelligence is a force that flows through every atom and energy unit that humans can perceive. It governs the natural order of things, like the movement of water, the cycle of day and night, and the changing of seasons, each in its rightful place. By honing our sixth sense, we can easily connect with infinite intelligence and transform our desires into tangible results. As humans, our thoughts and desires define us. We can choose between failure and success based on the thoughts we hold. Success begins with desire. As you progress through the 13 steps to riches, you will gain the wisdom necessary to understand both yourself and others. Ultimately, a successful person understands the laws of nature and the pursuit of happiness. You can revisit the 13 steps anytime to enhance your mental stimulation. You are now equipped with the 13 principles to wealth. In the final chapter, you will learn how to overcome fear, which limits you to your current state. Without fear, you can embark on your journey to riches. Chapter 15. How to outwit the 6 ghosts of fear. There are forces that hinder your path to wealth: indecision, doubt, fear, worry, and negative influences. These often feed into one another, and if not fought against, they will only grow stronger. Indecision and doubt give rise to fear. There are 6 primary fears that hold people back: the fear of poverty, criticism, ill health, losing love, aging, and death. Each of these fears can limit one's potential, but fear is simply a state of mind. This means you have control over it. The one thing humans have full control over is their thoughts. Your thoughts begin to transform into physical reality, determining your social, professional, and financial fate. If you constantly fear poor health, for example, it will become a reality. That's why it's important to strengthen your willpower. Some people seem more fortunate or superior than others, but it's their mindset that sets them apart. They believe they have the ability, experience, and intelligence to succeed, and that belief becomes their reality. Do not be weak in the face of criticism. Don't listen to those who tell you that you cannot succeed, whether they are relatives or others. Criticism only limits your imagination, damages your confidence, and restricts your individuality. Keep your mind closed to anyone who seeks to discourage or depress you. Free yourself from worry. Stop worrying about what others think. Accept the reality of aging and death. If you fear losing love, learn to live in harmony with yourself. Nothing in life is worth the cost of worry. Choose peace of mind and happiness instead. Conclusion. Andrew Carnegie, the founder of the steel industry in America, shared the secret to success with Napoleon Hill. Carnegie urged Hill to dedicate years to studying how wealthy men achieved success. This secret is revealed in 2 parts. The first is already in your possession: desire. If you have a burning desire to become rich, it will eventually become your reality. The second part is mind control, using your desire to control the thoughts that occupy your mind. You can apply this secret through the 13 steps to riches. If you accept poverty in your life, you will stay poor, for you won't take the actions necessary to change it. You already have the roadmap to wealth through the 13 steps. If you choose not to take action now, no one is to blame but yourself. If you decide to quit before reaching success, failure is certain. You are fully responsible for your destiny, and you hold the power to determine your social, professional, and financial outcomes. Instead of making excuses, start controlling your thoughts today. Remember, whatever you can conceive and believe, you can achieve.